Veronica, and this is John, my brother John.
Hello.
He's going to be demoing postures. We're doing a flow 2 today. It'll start in a couple minutes. You can grab your water. We turned on the fireplace so we can sweat a little bit. We will need blocks today, or you can use a water bottle or a stack of books, whatever you want to do. So yeah, grab those things and we will get started here in a couple minutes. And any people who are live right now, if you can let me know whether or not you can hear me, that would be awesome.
Did you say you needed blocks?
We'll give everyone one more minute. Oh. Yay! Thank you, Laura. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. Proper. Okay, so it's been about a minute and we will just go ahead and get started. I did put a playlist in the description if you guys do like flowing to music. There's one on there for you. And I think that's all I got. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to begin in Savasana, so go ahead and lay down on your mat, palms facing the ceiling. Just relaxing every muscle in your body and allowing your breath to come naturally in and out of your lungs. And then begin that slight constriction in the back of your throat, igniting that Ujjayi breath. Making every inhale anywhere from 3 to 6 seconds and matching that with every exhale. So inhale, filling up your lungs, having that breath spread your rib cage, lift your chest. Exhale, your chest presses down, rib cage pulls in, and low belly sucks in. Taking a few rounds of this breath, coming into your space. One more breath, filling up your lungs. And exhale, release. Pulling your legs into your chest, wrap your arms around your knees, grabbing for opposite elbows or opposite wrists. You can sway side to side. And then begin to rock and roll forwards and backwards, gaining some momentum and trying to get your entire spine to touch the floor at some point. And rock and roll forward, planting hands and knees, finding tabletop. Wrists are directly underneath your shoulders, knees are directly underneath your hips. You can wiggle a little bit. And then we'll do a few rounds of cat-cow. So with your exhale, roll your spine towards the ceiling, gaze at your navel, press palms into the mat. Inhale, open your collarbone, tailbone lifts, gaze at your nose. Exhale, finding cat. Inhale to cow. One more, exhale, rounding that spine. Inhale to cow. And then find your neutral spine. Here you can wiggle around again if that feels good, whatever calls to your body. And then curl your toes under, press your tailbone to the sky, downward facing dog. Taking a few breaths here, pedaling out your knees, your legs if you need. You can sway hips from side to side. Whatever feels best, just waking up your body. Continuing those long inhales and exhales. Those will guide us through our entire practice. Pressing your heels into the mat, finding strength within your legs, spreading inner thighs behind you, spine is long, wrapping your armpits in towards one another, and pressing your palms into the mat like you're pushing the ground away. Your fingers are spread wide and your knuckles are lifting up towards the ceiling. Gazing at your navel, finding that coiling action and that engagement in your core. One more breath here. And then lower your knees to hover off of the mat. You want them a couple inches off of the mat. This is engaging our core. We're pressing our palms down into the mat. Finding that breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll do that one more time. Inhale to hover your knees. Navel suck to your spine. Pressing palms actively into the mat. One more breath. Exhale, find downward facing dog. Inhale to walk your feet forward to the top of your space. Feet are hip width distance. Grab for opposite elbows and hang in ragdoll. Allowing your chest to become flush with the tops of your thighs. Pressing feet down into the mat. Pressing tailbone up. Pressing a little bit of weight into the balls of your feet. Allowing your neck to completely release. And your spine to hang long. One more breath here. And exhale, release your hands down to the mat, planting left hand in front of your big toes, right underneath your face, and with an inhale, right hand reaches high. Slight micro bend in your left leg, gazing up at your right hand, trying to keep your sacrum, your low back level. One more breath, twisting a little bit deeper. And exhale, return your hand to the mat. Switching out palms, right hand plants. Inhale, left arm goes high. Shoulders stack over top of each other, slight bend in that right knee. Pressing sits bones behind you, shooting energy out of the crown of your head. One more breath. Exhale to release your left hand down. Toe heel your feet back together. Slight gap between your heels. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to forward fold, pressing palms into the mat. Inhale, root to rise, hands sweep high above your head, upward salute. And exhale, Tadasana. Rooting down firmly through your feet, all four corners of both feet. Engaging your core and pressing your tailbone down towards the earth. Inhale, hands reach high above your head. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, taking Chaturanga. Exhale to lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking some breaths here. Warming up those legs and your arms. Emptying out all of your air, bend your knees, travel to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, hands sweep above your head. Exhale, Tadasana. This time, going straight into some sun bees, finding Utkatasana, chair pose on your inhale, pressing palms together, gazing at your thumbs. Exhale to forward fold, straightening your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step behind. And Chaturanga. Finding that downward facing dog whenever you're ready. Stepping your right foot forward between your thumbs. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1, rooting your tailbone, pulling inner thighs together. Exhale, return your hands to your mat. Step right foot behind, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, slight bend in your elbows. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward. Inhale, Warrior 1. Exhale, hands plant. Left foot meets right, lowering down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Finding some breath here, that long spine, keeping your legs and your arms active. Spreading inner thighs behind you and wrapping your outer hips back as well. One more big inhale. Exhale all of your air out, bend your knees, travel to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, Utkatasana, gazing at your thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga. Whatever that looks like for you, you can modify pressing directly back to downward facing dog or taking Chaturanga from stepping your right foot forward. Inhale, Warrior 1. Exhale, return your hands down to the mat. Right foot steps back, lowering down. Left foot steps forward, Warrior 1. Hands reach high. Exhale, they return to the mat. Left foot meets right. Finding downward facing dog, whichever way you'd like. Long spine, tailbone pressing towards your heels, sits bones pressing behind you. Armpits wrapping in, spreading the skin between your shoulder blades, keeping your hands active. Taking one more breath here. Emptying out all of your air. Bend your knees. Travel to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Tadasana. Taking an extra breath. We're going to do something different in our next one. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose, pulling inner thighs together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, Chaturanga. Finding that downward facing dog, this time lifting your right leg high. Exhale to open up your hip a few times. And then you can take a flip dog if you'd like. Certainly don't have to. Whatever you would like to do. Pressing hips high if you do choose to take one. Gazing out towards your fingers. And then exhale to plant your hand. Keeping right leg high. Thread it through for fallen triangle to the left. Planting your foot or keeping it elevated. Gazing at your left hand. Exhale, return your foot or your hand down to the mat. Right foot goes high. And then exhale, find a low lunge. Right foot comes forward. Left knee drops down to the mat. And hands come up towards your interlace on top of your right thigh. Tucking your tailbone, we're dragging our right heel back, pressing our left knee forward, engaging our inner thighs. Lifting the crown of our head towards the ceiling. Finding one more breath here. Maybe pulsing, engaging those inner thighs. And with an exhale, press your glutes towards your left heel, finding that half splits. Your hands can reach far in front of your right foot. Right toes flex back towards your face, and we're actively trying to drag our heel backwards, engaging our hamstrings and our leg. One more breath here. Inhale to come forward to that lunge, pressing forward. Exhale, half honeymoon. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half splits. Inhale to come forward, planting your hands this time. Left knee comes off the mat, step right foot behind you. Find your chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Now inhale, left leg goes high. And then you can open your hip, bending your knee, bringing your heel towards your glute, opening it up, taking some circles. And if you'd like to flip your dog, now is the time to do it. Bring your left foot behind you, reaching those hips high, gazing at your hand. And with an exhale, return left hand to the mat, left leg goes high. Exhale, thread it through, fallen triangle. Choosing to keep your foot elevated or to plant it, gazing at your right hand, opening your chest. Exhale, return hand to the mat, left leg extends high. Exhale, plant your foot between your thumbs, right knee comes down to your mat, low lunge. Interlacing your fingers on top of your thigh. Again, finding that action of pulling back and pressing forward so your hips are level. Ears are over shoulders, over hips. So imagine you're pressing into that headrest. Pressing hips forward. Continuing to breathe and feel that activation within your legs. Core is engaged. With your next exhale, glutes press back for half splits. Fingers can come down to the mat, extending your chest over top of your legs. We want chin towards shin or tongue towards, tonsils towards toes, tongue towards toes. Finding one more breath here, really dragging that heel back, activating your leg. Inhale, low lunge, pressing hips forward. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, press back. Inhale, plant your hands, right knee lifts off of the mat. Step left foot to meet right, chaturanga. Downward facing dog when you're ready. Taking some breaths here. Starting to warm up here with our fire. Inhale, right leg goes high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, knee to left elbow across your torso. Inhale, extend it high. Exhale to plant your foot, lifting up into high crescent, or just crescent. Your knee stacks over your heels. Arms are long, pinkies pull in. Imagining that headrest again, you're pressing into. Your left heel is pressing towards the ceiling, left leg is long, trying to straighten it and really activate that back leg. Knitting your rib cage together, pulling inner thighs together, you've got it. Warming up those legs. Your next exhale, pull elbows towards your rib cage, lift your sternum up, gaze comes up for a back bend with cactus arms. Inhale, arms reach high. Then exhale, hands through heart center, hinge forward, prayer twist. Bringing your left elbow outside of your right leg, pressing palms together, rotating your chest, and your gaze goes upwards. Really engaging your core, still activating both legs. One more breath here. Inhale, hands come high for crescent. And then rotate to the left, arms come to a T for triangle. Straightening right leg, press left hip behind you, right hand reaches forward, grabbing for a block for your big toe or planting your hand on the mat. Pulling inner thighs together, rotating your chest open, gazing at your left hand, stretching the back of your neck. Pulling on your big toe as your big toe mound presses into the mat, activating both legs. One more breath. Hold for your exhale. Inhale to lift up, bending right leg, warrior two. Reaching fingertips past your right toes, extended side angle. Planting your hand or not. Creating one long line of energy from your left heel out of the crown of your head, rotating your chest. Trying to keep your obliques activated to keep your chest up instead of collapsing on your front leg. John is awesome. One more breath. Inhale to lift up to warrior two, flipping right palm, reverse warrior. Keeping that bend in the right leg, pressing tailbone down to the mat so that we can keep our low back safe and our core engaged. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, do cartwheel your hands down to frame your right foot. Stepping back, chaturanga. Moving with your breath, allowing it to guide your movements. Pressing hands firmly into the mat. Inhale, extend left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, extend it high. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left foot plants between your thumbs. Inhale to crescent. Arms are straight, wrapping armpits in towards each other, pinkies in towards each other. Chin tucks a little bit. Chest is elevated. Right heel lifts up towards the ceiling, pulling inner thighs together. Navel sucked to your spine. Holding here, you've got it. Embracing the shake. With your next exhale, elbows pull towards your rib cage, tailbone tucks, sternum lifts for a back bend. Inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, hands in prayer form through heart center, hinge at the waist and turn to the left. Your elbow comes to the outside of your left knee, pressing palms together actively, allowing you to twist your torso a little bit more. Gazing up at the ceiling, rotating that chest. One more breath. Inhale, a high crescent. Exhale to rotate to the right. Arms to a T, straightening your right leg for triangle. Pressing right hip behind you, left arm extends out, grabs for your big toe or for a block. Externally rotating your left leg, internally rotating your right leg, pressing all four corners of both feet firmly into the mat, engaging your obliques to keep torso long and strong, creating all those tiny triangles within our body. Staying engaged, holding for your exhale. Inhale up into warrior two, bending that left leg. Left hand reaches forward past left toe, extended side angle. One long line of energy, crown of your head through your heel, pulling inner thighs together, pressing both feet into the mat. Finding that strength, focusing on your breath. Inhale, lifting up, flipping right, left palm, reverse warrior. Stretching that side body, keeping that bend in your left leg. This will allow you to stretch a little bit further back. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel, hands down. Step left foot to meet right, chaturanga. Awesome job. should be pretty warmed up now. Press it. Inner thighs rotate to the back of the room, heels press a little bit closer to the mat. Armpits still rotate in, gazing at your navel. I'll do this one with you. Inhale, right leg goes high. Exhale, knee to nose, pulling in. Inhale, extend it high. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, plant your foot, lifting up into crescent. Again, pulling inner thighs together. Your knee does not go past your big toe. Stacks right over your ankle. Rib cage knits in. Sinking a little bit deeper. Your next exhale, pull elbows by your side, lift your chest, tailbone tucks. Inhale, arms come high. This time, we are going to do forearm pulses, so bring your arms to cactus. With your next exhale, wrap in, palms face the ceiling. Inhale, extend out, cactus arms. Exhale, pulse forward, tailbone tucks. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, pull forward. Holding here, engaging your core, tucking your tailbone towards your left heel. You've got it. Inhale, back up, high crescent. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Stacking shoulders over hips. We'll look at John because I'm blocking him. Arms reach forward and back, shoulders over hips, trying not to extend too far forward. Continuing to breathe. Holding one more breath. And then with an exhale, tick-tock your arms to find open arm twist. Left hand reaches towards your right toes, pulling inner thighs together, finding that strong foundation. Right arm goes high, left arm reaches towards your right toes, twisting your torso, engaging your core. This all leads up to our peak posture today. Finding one more breath here. Inhale, lifting up into crescent. Exhale to airplane arms, arms reach behind you. Triceps lift towards the ceiling, pinkies pull in towards each other, gaze slightly out in front of your mat. One more breath here. Pressing right foot firmly into the mat, lift left foot into warrior three. Creating that big capital T shape. Rotating your pinky toe towards the earth. This will keep your sacrum, your low back level with the earth. Trying to bring that left hip down and back. Awesome adjustment. Holding one more breath. Inhale to find Ekapada Tadasana. Hands reach up over your head. Left toes flex back towards your face. Exhale, warrior three. Extend that left foot back. Inhale, Ekapada Tadasana. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, Ekapada. This time, wrapping left leg over top of right leg, left arm underneath right arm, finding eagle. Pressing palms together, pulling elbows down towards your knee. Shoulders over hips, squeezing everything together. Your thighs pull together, your calves pull together, your arms are squeezing. Pulling those elbows down. You've got it. One more breath, maybe sink a little bit deeper, pulling everything in. Inhale to unravel arms and legs, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, chaturanga. Taking a few breaths to get your breath to get back to normal. Long inhales and exhales. palms pressing into the mat. One more breath, filling up your lungs. Inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend it high. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, extend it high. Exhale to plant left foot, lifting arms, coiling tailbone into crescent lunge. Pinkies pull in, ribcage wraps in, tailbone roots. Inner thighs pull together. Right heel extends towards the ceiling, stretching the sole of your foot. To get my feet right. With your next exhale, bringing your arms down by your sides, elbows pull in, sternum lifts. Your next exhale, wrap your forearms forward, just going straight into it. This time, palms face forward, and then pull back. Exhale, pulsing forward. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, pulse forward. Inhale, lift. Arms come above your head for that crescent. Exhale to find open arm twist. Left arm reaches behind you, right arm reaches forward. Stacking shoulders over hips, keeping even your fingers active as they extend out towards the two walls of your room. Pulling inner thighs together, pressing feet down, core is engaged. One more breath. Your exhale, extend right hand towards your toes, left arm reaches up for open arm twist. Inner thighs pulling together. This is going to create that strong base, that strong foundation. Embracing the wiggles. Core is lighting up. One more breath here. Inhale to lift up, crescent. Exhale, hands reach behind you, airplane crescent. Chest is forward, gazing out off over the top of your mat. Triceps lifting towards the ceiling. Pressing actively through your left foot, lifting up into warrior three. Right toes press towards the mat, so pinky toe pivots towards the mat. This will bring your hips to a level place. If you fall out, that's fine, just pop back in. Triceps lift towards the ceiling, creating that nice capital T shape for traverse. Finding one more breath. Inhale, Ekapada Tadasana. Right toes flex back towards your face, arms extend high. Exhale, warrior three. Chest comes down. Inhale, Ekapada Tadasana. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, Ekapada Tadasana. This time, right leg over top of left, right arm underneath left arm. Pressing palms together, trying to bring them underneath your nose, sinking deep into your legs, pulling elbows towards your knees. Wrapping everything in, holding strong, finding a lot of engagement here. One more breath, sink a little bit deeper. Inhale, unravel your legs and arms, finding upward salute, gaze at your thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, float or step to chaturanga. Meaning in downward facing dog whenever you're ready. One more breath here. Emptying out, bending your knees, float or step to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, upward salute. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Pressing palms together, gaze at your thumbs, pull your waist in. Sink a little bit deeper, weights in your heels. Core is engaged. Exhale, hands reach behind you, airplane arms lifting up onto your toes if you'd like to for drinking bird. Inhale up into Utkatasana again. Exhale, drinking bird. Pulling inner thighs together, inhale Utkatasana. Exhale to find drinking bird, this time to hold, pulling pinkies in towards each other, triceps lift, lifting those heels a little bit more, pulling inner thighs together, calves together, heels together, and keeping your heels elevated off of the earth. Inhale to stand all the way up, hands reach over your head. Pulling everything in, one breath here. Exhale, release your heels, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, find your flow. Meeting in downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg goes high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, extend it long. Exhale, plant your foot. Inhale to crescent lunge. Holding for one breath, pinkies pull in. Exhale, elbows by your side, sternum lifts for that back bend. With your next exhale, wrap forward for the pulse. Lifting up, cactus arms. Exhale, pulse forward, forearms to touch. Reaching back, pulsing forward, holding palms face up, pressing through both feet actively. Inhale, lifting arms into crescent, and exhale, open to warrior two. Bending your right leg deeply, arms create one long line together, gazing over our right middle fingers, sinking a little bit deeper and sealing the left outer portion of our foot into the mat. Rooting our tailbone, pulling inner thighs together, really getting those legs online. Engaging your core, breathing through your back body, what are the kidneys? Finding one more breath here, sinking a little bit deeper. Flipping your right palm, inhale, reverse warrior. Reaching through that side body, gazing at your right hand. Inhale, arms come to a T, straightening your right leg, taking revolved triangle, so left arm reaches high, left heel can come off of the mat. Exhale to reach forward and then wrap around, grabbing for your right glute. And then exhale to plant your hand either on a block on the mat, and what hand is that? Right hand reaches high. Stacking shoulders on top of each other, pressing into the mat with your feet and your hand. Rotating your chest. Doing awesome. This is a difficult posture. Everything's online. One more breath here. Inhale to lift all the way up back into warrior two. Making sure your blocks are in front of you if you'll need them. Pressing your weight into your right foot, finding half moon. Right hand reaches down towards your block or hovers off of the earth. Left toes flex towards your face, gazing at our left hand. Pressing right foot down into the earth, kneecap lifts towards hip crease, creating that long line of energy from your heel out through the crown of your head. You're doing awesome. Maybe hovering off of the block. Yay, John. Then exhale, left leg comes down, warrior two. And then taking revolved half moon this time. So straightening your right leg, your left arm will come down towards your right foot, left leg lifts, and right arm goes high. Using your block if you need to. Gazing at that left hand. Pressing your right foot. If you fall out, just try it again. Inhale up into warrior two. Awesome job. Exhale, cartwheel hands down to the mat. Step or float back, chaturanga. Inhale, left leg extends high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, extend it high. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, root left foot in between your thumbs. Inhale, up into crescent. One breath here, right heel lifts towards the earth. On an exhale, elbows pull towards your rib cage like you're moving through molasses, rooting your tailbone. Inhale, arms reach high. And then exhale, forward pulse. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, pull forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pull. Inhale, lifting into warrior two. Arms to a T, bending left leg. Staying here for a few breaths, finding activation in our legs, arms, and core. Ears over shoulders, over hips, inner thighs pull together, gazing over left middle finger. Arms create one long line of energy. Creating some isometric hold. Imagine you're pushing your hands down onto someone else's hands, engaging your arms. Sinking a little bit deeper. Flipping left palm, reverse warrior. Gazing at your left hand. Pressing tailbone down towards the earth, finding that nice side body stretch. Inhale, warrior two. Straightening your left leg. Right arm reaches high, maybe right heel comes off of the mat. As you rotate forward, squaring your hips. On an exhale, hand reaches forward and back towards the left glute. And then once you get your shoulder around, plant your hand on a block, a water bottle, or onto the mat. Trying to press both feet into the mat, someday straightening both legs, gazing at left hand. Shooting energy out of the crown of your head, not allowing your neck to droop down, keeping your head at a level place. Pressing actively into the mat, inner thighs pulling together like you're squeezing a block or a beach ball. You don't want it to drop. Pressing through the right outer portion of your right foot, sealing it down to the mat. And inhale to unwind up into warrior two. Pressing weight into left leg, finding half moon, using your block if you need. Left hand reaches towards the earth, right toes flex towards your face, right hand extends high towards the ceiling. Gazing up at that top hand, pressing left foot firmly into the mat. Here you can also squeeze that imaginary beach ball between your legs. Maybe it's a little bit bigger this time. Finding that activation will create a strong foundation for you to stay in this posture. Taking one more breath of effort here. Maybe bouncing off the block. Exhale to find warrior two. Moving into revolved half moon. Rotating your hips, pressing left foot firmly into the mat. Right hand reaches out in front of left foot. Hovers off of the mat or find the block. Right leg extends high, left hand extends high. One long line of energy from the back leg through the crown of the head. This is a tricky posture. So if you fall out, just come back in. It's all about attempting it and practicing it. One more breath, you're doing awesome. Exhale, bend left leg, return right foot down, opening up into warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel hands down to the mat. Step back, chaturanga. Meeting in downward facing dog whenever you're ready. Pressing hands into the mat. Those long inhales and exhales. Exhaling, pressing your breath out, bend your knees, travel to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute, hands reach high, gaze at thumbs. Exhale, Tadasana. Taking a breath here, rooting through your feet, finding that strong foundation. Inhale into Utkatasana, chair pose, hands reach high. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, airplane arms, holding here. Pulling inner thighs together, pressing through your heels. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold, planting hands, pressing them into the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, float or step back, chaturanga. Meeting in downward facing dog. Pressing your breath out, bend your knees, travel to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, squat and curl this time, coming up onto your toes. Heels lift off of the mat. You can keep your hands in front of you, pulling your forehead in towards your knees, creating a tiny little yoga ball, compressing everything. One more breath here. With an exhale, lower your glutes down to the mat, finding high boat. Legs extend out in front. Maybe they're bent, maybe they're extended fully. Flexing your toes back towards your face, palms face the ceiling, chest is elevated, pointing up. Pressing through the balls of your feet out, flexing toes back. Then exhale, lower to high boat. Low boat. Inhale, high boat. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, high. Exhale, low. Inhale, high. Exhale, low to hold. Low back mat. Inhale, high to hold. One more breath. Exhale, cross your feet, plant your hands, step back, chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Pressing hands into the mat, feet into the mat, long arms, continuing to breathe. Reach your right hand towards your left ankle here for a nice little twist. Gazing under your armpit up towards the ceiling, pressing your sits bones behind you. Engaging your core for this twist, and then return your hands to the mat. This time, left hand reaches towards right heel or calf or front of your leg, trying to rotate your chest under your armpit, pressing hand firmly into the mat. Exhale, return left hand back for downward facing dog. We're going to hover again, so hovering your knees off of the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to hover. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, hover and hold. Engaging your core, puffing up between your shoulder blades. You've got it. Exhale, downward facing dog. Exhale to lower your knees down to the mat fully and swing your feet out in front of you for half lord of the fishes. So left leg can pull in or be extended out, and right leg comes over top. Planting your right hand behind you, lifting up, shooting energy out of the crown of your head. Left arm extends high, and exhale, it reaches forward, pressing on the outside of your right leg. Gazing behind you, finding that rotation. With every exhale, you should be able to rotate a little bit deeper. Not dumping weight onto our back hand, using our core to keep ourselves elevated. Inhale to release, maybe taking a counter twist. Switching out your legs. This time, left leg comes on top. Left hand reaches behind you for that kickstand. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale. exhale to rotate your chest, elbow comes to the outside of your left leg. Gazing behind you, leading the twist with your eyes. Core is engaged. Inhale to unwind, taking a counter twist. Now our core has been engaged. We're going to move to our peak posture, which is side crow, but we're going to do full crow first. So you can plant your hands. If it's easier for you, you can bring your feet on top of blocks or a stack of books. Pressing hands into the mat, finding that crow pose. Bringing knees into your armpits, onto your triceps, lifting heels towards your glutes. Trying to straighten your arms, gazing out forward, bringing chin off of your chest, pulling heels towards your glutes. For 3, 2, 1, float back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Exhale to bend your knees. Travel to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hands by your side. Inhale, well, let's just squat and crow. Bring your hands down to the mat, bend your knees, lift your heels. And exhale to sit back. Now for side crow, in that squat and crow, for side crow, we want to engage our core and do all of those rotations we've been doing all class. So the prayer twist, the revolve triangle, we need to engage our core in that same manner. So your hands rotate and face, rotate out and plant. Your right elbow comes into your left leg. You need to engage your inner thighs, pulling them together again. And then if you feel comfortable, you can tip forward and lift one leg. Maybe you stay here, you're gonna be activating your core a lot no matter what. Maybe you lift all the way up. Lifting your legs up, gazing to the side. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Now doing the other side. Your hands taking that same activation, engaging your core here, and then with an exhale, bring your hands to the left side of your body, planting hands, left elbow comes into your right outer leg, planting hands, maybe lift one leg, maybe stay here, maybe lift all the way up. And maybe this side is different. Pulling heels together, inner thighs together, gazing out. For 3, 2, 1. Release. Awesome job. Finding that squat and curl again. Then pressing your hands into the mat. You can lift up Lolasana lift, or you can just float back into chaturanga. Nice. Downward facing dog when you're ready. Awesome job. And you can pause the video and keep trying for side crow if you'd like to keep practicing. Or you can practice afterwards. We are about to start our cool down. With an exhale, bring your knees down to the mat. Swing your legs out in front of you and sit on your glutes. Soles of your feet plant onto the mat, knees lift towards the ceiling, and lower your back down for bridge. Fingertips just out of reach of your heels. We're going to keep our inner thighs pulled together. With an inhale, lift your hips up towards the ceiling. You can walk your shoulders underneath your chest, interlacing your fingers, pinky edge side of your hands pressed down into the mat. Your chest presses towards your chin pulls away, pressing hips a little bit higher, driving through your heels. Holding here and breathing, just focus on your breath. You can do this. Lift a little bit higher and maintain. And exhale, release. And if you'd like a wheel here, you can take wheel or you can do bridge again. We're going to hold for 5 breaths. If you'd like to do wheel, plant your hands by your ears, fingertips pointing towards your shoulders. You can lift up and place your crown of your head onto the mat, and then press hands down. Trying to press feet and hands down into the mat, letting your neck hang heavy, hips press up towards the ceiling. Awesome job for 3, 2, 1. Lowering down. Windshield wiper your legs from side to side. Releasing your low back. Awesome. Then bring the soles of your feet back onto the mat. Walk them out to the edges of your mat and allow your knees to fall in. If this is a lot, you can place a block or something in between your knees. Palms face up, or you can bring one hand to heart center and one to low belly. Focusing internally, what's going on within your body, sensation within your body, or your breath. Inhale to walk your feet back together, pressing soles of your feet into one another and allow your knees to fall out wide. Supta Baddha Konasana. You can switch out which hand is on low belly and which hand is on your heart. Continuing those long inhales and exhales, allowing your hips to open up. Then inhale, bring your knees into your chest, wrapping your arms around them, grabbing for opposite elbows or opposite wrists. You can rock from side to side if that feels nice. And with an exhale, bring your knees to the left side of your body for a supine twist. Your knees stack on top of each other and then your hips stack. Your arms can come to a T or to cactus, and your gaze is towards the right. Your eyes can be closed or your gaze can be soft. Just allowing the weight of your body to lead this stretch rather than pressing too hard into it. Inhale, knees come back into center, wrapping arms around them, hugging them into your chest. You can rock from side to side again here. And with your next exhale, bring your knees to the right side of your body, stacking those joints and allowing your arms to come out to the side, either in cactus or goalposts. Gazing to the left side of the room. Every exhale brings you a little bit deeper. Bringing your knees back into your center line, wrapping arms around them, hugging them in one last time. Maybe you bring your forehead towards your knee to kind of make that yogi ball. Then when you release your head back down, bringing the soles of your feet towards the ceiling, grab for the outer edges of your feet for happy baby. Creating a lot of compression here, trying to release our grip a little bit. If our low back is lifting up, we want our entire spinal column to be pressing into the earth. Our biceps pull down on our feet as our legs press up. Finding one more breath here, using your strength to get into this posture. And then exhale, big release, allowing your muscles to relax, your feet to extend out in front of you, your hands come by your sides, palms face up. Wiggling if you need to, and then taking your final savasana, allowing every muscle to relax. And this is where I will leave you today. I encourage you to stay here for at least 5 more breaths. You all worked hard today and deserve some rest. That is John. He did great. I'm sure all of you did as well. Happy Friday, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And I will hopefully see you all soon. Thank you. Namaste.